What's up everybody, Patrick1969 here, and in this video review we're taking a look at the mobile suit Gyan. Gyan? Anyways, this is version anime, and this is the feminine, well not so actually feminine, mobile suit of the very feminine weirdo. Well, I said that wrong, huh? I was supposed to say this is the very cool mobile suit of the feminine weirdo, Colonel Makube, I think it was, from the original Mobile Suit Gundam. And if you've seen him in action, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyways, this is a very special, different Zeon mobile suit. I think it was a prototype. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was. It is serial number YMS-15 Gyan. And yeah, it's number 240 in the Robot Damashii line. Here is the front of the package, looking nice and cool, with the Gyan darting its beam saber forward, thrusting it forward. Very cool. Here's the side of the package showing the Gyan. I'm going to be switching between calling it Gyan and Gyan. I don't know why. And then here we have a scene from the series itself showing Char's Gelgoog fighting the Gyan, or Gyan, whatever. And then all the possibilities of moving the figure around. And then taking a look at the side, we see all the features that come along with this figure, including some of the special effect parts that you can share with the RX-78-2 release. And so that's it. Let's go ahead and open the box. So here's the figure, and yeah, I like it a lot actually. Now, if it looks a little too dark on screen, I apologize. When I first started shooting this figure on film, it just kind of looked a little too bright with all the light hitting it, so I just wanted to film when it was a little bit darker, but you can still see a lot of detail, and you can kind of tell that this figure is kind of based on like medieval armor kind of thing going on. Makube kind of had a thing for antiques and whatnot, so I'm sure that translated well into his own personal private mobile suit. Looking at this figure though, you know, it looks like a basic release, a basic design for a figure, but it just looks cool. It's overall a nice figure right out of the package. One thing I'll note is that this backpack doesn't rotate around like the MSIA version. I seem to remember that happening with that one. So yeah, it's very stiff, very sturdy looking figure. It doesn't flop around or anything like that, so very cool. Which means if you do poses with this figure, it will stay in place. So that's always cool. Alright, let's move on to its accessories. Weapons are pretty boring for this figure, but at the same time pretty cool. Now, this one's the boring one. It's a simple beam saber, and we've seen them have this before, all mobile suits too, but it has a little bit of a different hilt, and it does detach, like so. Get off! Alright, there it is. So, yeah, there is that. Place that right over there. And it rotates. And then you have this kind of cool looking missile shield. Now I say missile shield because this thing fires all sorts of missiles all around, and I'm pretty sure on the inside of the shield as well. Comes with a handle that you just place inside the Gyan's hand, and it does come with some effect parts that I will show later on. Moving on to the other boring stuff, we have some interchangeable mono eye direction eyes things. So yeah, I will show you how to place those onto the figure as well. Whoa, don't drop one. Oop, and it dropped. Yeah, nice. Anyways, moving on to the hands, you only get 3 different sets of hands besides the open kind of clenched fists that are already on the figure itself. You have another version of the beam saber holding hands shown here. You also get some nice open hands, and then some kind of open posing hands shown here. So yeah, a little light in the hand department, but that's okay. Moving on to this piece. Now I believe this piece is oh yeah, this piece right here, you interchange it with the handle that is on the shield. So you can pop this one off, place this one on, and you can actually just place the shield onto the forearm of the Gyan. And then last but not least of the basic stuff, you have a beam saber attachment holder. Oops, can't get it on. Beam saber hilt holder. So you can flip up a little panel on the Gyan, place this piece inside, and then hold the beam saber's hilt. I'll show that later as well. A number of different effect parts come with this figure, and some of them are really, really cool. I like them a lot. You'll get 4 of these missile launching effect parts, and I'll show you how they go onto the shield. It's pretty easy. Let me grab the shield, actually. So around the ridge of the shield, or the edge of the shield, you'll see a kind of a lip, and then another lip over that. What you're going to do is you're going to place these, ooh, almost off screen there. You're going to place these little bad boys that have their own little lip and attach it to the shield. Like so. It's pretty easy. In fact, you will just immediately do it once you take these parts out. Now there's 4, like I said, and you can arrange them any way you want to make it look like they're, you know, there's a cascade of missiles firing out, or, you know, they're just all, you know, close together and whatnot. But it is very nice, and it does the trick. In fact, if I were to display my figures, I would display this figure with these missiles shooting out because they look insane and really, really good. And that's kind of where the fun ends, because the other attachment parts, or I'm sorry, effect parts, you're going to need other figures to do them with. Meaning this part right here is actually not even for the Gyan, it's for the RX-78-2 to attach to. So if you have a version, or a Robot Damashii anime version of the figure, you can simply place this right over the shoulder armor and have it look like little mines are exploding on the figure. Last but not least, you also get these little electric or lightning or electrifying damage effect parts. So if you, again, have the RX-78-2, any version will do, anime version, and you can place these onto the Gyan and have a reenactment of Amuro slicing the Gyan into from the waist. So again, these are really cool effect parts, and it's not really a negative, but you will have to have the other figure in order to utilize them. Now, I didn't mention it before, but you also get an extra little antenna point for your Gyan's head, and I can only assume it's because, you know, this is a lot of traffic for your hands to be, so this might break at some point, but you will have to fiddle with it when you are switching out the mono eye directions and whatnot, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So all you got to do is pull the top off, pretty easy, like so, and then you got to pull that other top off, and I don't, oh, there it goes. So it slides out really easily, and you can see there's a slit. So if you grab, which I didn't have another mono eye prepared, but if you grab one, there it is. Let's see, what direction is this? Okay, I had to do like a little stop right there because 1, my wife was rummaging around the room and making noise, and then 2, I couldn't get the damn thing on. So anyways, you can place the little mono eye right there. There's 2 little holes on there where you can slit some little plastic through and whatnot. Then you just grab the top and then place it back on, and look at that, he's looking off to the side, really shady. He's giving some yeah, Federation people some side eye. So yeah, it's pretty easy, not too hard at all. One of the other attachments is the beam saber holding hilt thing. Anyways, you go ahead and just open up the little panel that's on the back skirt, and it kind of helps if you have nails, which I don't really. And you just go ahead and place this piece of plastic right in the back, and there it goes. So simple, you know, really I don't think I have to go through the elaborate detail and show you guys how to exactly put these on, but hell, it's not really like this is going to be a long video anyway, so I decided to show you. The only other attachment piece you're going to have is for the shield, and that's as simple as just placing a piece of plastic, whoop, which fell, which is really cool. It's cool that it fell on camera. I've been making it through this so far without any problems. Oh wow, really? There he is. Had to turn it upside down. So you just place it on the wrist, and then you can attach a shield from this point on. Let's go ahead and move on to articulation. Basic articulation, nothing really hindering this guy from moving around, but we're going to go through it anyways because I know it's something you guys want to see. Starting from the head, you get a full 360 rotation. Head can move up, head can move down. You can pull it up a little bit to make him seem a little bit taller as well. You can rotate at the shoulder and then pull his arm way up. They do extend, and then you can rotate at the bicep. You even get a little bit of a double bend. In fact, I can't really get it. You know what? You can't really. It's kind of a slight double bend in the elbow, but that's okay. You get a bend in the wrist slightly. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yeah. It sucks, but it's slight. You get a slight bend in the elbow. Rotation in the elbow as well, because this is all connected from a ball joint. And then you're going to go into the torso, which you can bend forward, you can bend back, and you can see some of like the inner workings of the figure. In fact, it looks really cool. It looks like the inner workings of an actual mobile suit. You can bend to the side a little bit, and you get a full 360 rotation. And as I said before, this backpack does not move at all. Going on to the skirt armor. Oh God, it feels like I've done this forever. You can move the skirt armor up. That's showing in the front part, and the ones on the side. The back piece, of course, doesn't move except for that one little flap that holds a beam saber. Then you can kick upward, bend at the knee, kind of get a little bit, a little bit of going of the upper leg going into the calf of the mobile suit, and then you can rotate on the upper side of the leg. Why did I say upper side? You can rotate at the hip. God damn, that sounded weird. Anyways, this is the cool part that I like a lot. Right here at the foot, you can kick up, you can have it bend down a little bit. In fact, the ankle armor does move out of the way in the back. It's kind of seamless once it's put back in place. But the toes. So you get these little Aladdin shoes and you go ahead and curl them up. It looks amazing. I love that. That's so funny to me. But it's the little things in life that make things great. And so that's it. That's pretty much all the articulation for this suit. For display purposes, we can see that the Gyan is quite a bit short, not taller than an SH Figure Arts Iron Man Mark III, and a little bit taller than the Zaku 2 Kai. So yeah, he fits right in the middle very nicely, and this is with the head kind of sort of extended upward, and yeah, I'd say he fits in fairly well. Now, if I had a full rotating display base, I would totally take advantage of it because this is how I would have to show it. Unfortunately, I don't. I'm still looking for a good one, so if you know where I can pick one up, let me know. Anyways, this figure is pretty damn cool. The price tag is not, though. This guy was sitting around $50, a little under that maybe. And that just really sucks because for everything you get with this figure, it doesn't really justify that price tag with me anyways. You do get a good amount of effect parts and whatnot, and he can even hold the shield up quite a bit with all the effect parts on it. So that is a pretty heavy shield once all the effect parts are on there, and this guy is pretty sturdy, and that is very cool. The sad part is, though, he just doesn't come with enough. He only comes with 3 extra sets of hands, 1 weapon, 2 if you count the shield, but the articulation is pretty damn cool, and it's a tough little figure, as I stated before. And so really the cons are just basically the price. So if you don't want to pay that $50 price tag, just obviously move on, but I would actually say just get this figure anyways because it is pretty damn cool, and it is blue, and blue is my favorite color anyways. Oh man, I've been doing nothing but one take willies this whole time. This whole review was one take after another, and it's been pretty damn cool. Maybe I'm getting back into my groove of things. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked it. Hit the like button, in fact, if you did. And if you didn't, hit the dislike and go fuck off. But never mind about that. I was just kidding. Comment, let me know what you think about this figure. I'm gonna go have a beer, probably make a haunted house gingerbread thing with my wife, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.